We realized in May timeframe when things really started to affect
Right.
supply chains, right? That we had an opportunity to leverage the strength of our supply chain. So we just went out and candidly solicited partners and said, look, we own our supply chain. We're not going to have disruptions. We can give you better technology at a better price and you'll make more money doing it. Let's try. And we've convinced a lot of our competition's partners to come work with us.
So, for example, when the stock market started to go crazy, people would focus on the ebbs and flows of the stock market, but the real challenges that our customers were having were in the number of transactions that they were processing, which an incremental upgrade in either memory or upgrade in processors can make a really material difference. We were able to satisfy those customers. When it came to businesses that were attempting to transition to a work from home, we saw customers that were accelerating 2 and 3 year strategies into a number of months. Then they were looking to our competition, and our competition was saying, we can't necessarily help you with the equipment, but we can help you with the financing associated with it. So they were choosing to support channel partners by extending out payment terms. To me, my customers need my equipment as quickly as possible, and they need it to be able to satisfy their needs for their business. And that's what we were able to do based on not only our supply chain advantages, but this commitment that we have to the channel.
Accessibility to the product was very important. So being able to get product into the hands of our customers was vital. What we were finding is that we were placing orders only to be told that products were not going to be delivered for 6 to 8 weeks. That was unacceptable, totally unacceptable. So that's where we jumped in further in our relationship with Lenovo to be able to get stock levels so that we can deliver, invoice, and our business can continue to prosper.
From a supply chain standpoint, and when I look at all the competition, when we started at the beginning of the pandemic, supply was a real issue, and to some points on some products still continues to be an issue. One of the things that I think Lenovo did really, really well is manage their supply chain with their buying power across both parts of their business. They have a big impact to the supply chain. They can help drive that. They have a long history of doing this. I think that the biggest thing is the power of their portfolio helps drive that supply chain, and that's really helped in this time when supply chain is so important.
Well, we put a lot of thought into students going back to school. So in August and September, Lenovo did a lot of great work with us to put together special pricing for students on products that were a good fit, bundles of products that were a good fit for distance learners. And they also worked with us to make sure that those products were in stock and available and on hold for students so that we could quickly get them out the door.
I would say their commitment to the channel, the commitment to manage through supply chain, as we saw an increase in consumption in certain customers in certain install base, especially in the hyperscale space, they were able to meet and deliver on a timely fashion, which solidified them within that end user and specifically their efforts around the data center.
So it's extremely important in times of pandemic. Some vendors were not being able to deliver their solutions, their data center solutions on time. Because Lenovo owns their own factories, we had the opportunity to do some planning and make sure we had the procurement of all the key elements to be able to deliver on time throughout the pandemic. That has been extremely important. It's of great sensitivity, not only for channel partners, but for end customers.